Today, we're doing something a little different. We're not actually breaking down the play Ĵwlŷs Kæsar. Instead, we're looking at the story behind the story, the absolutely incredible tale of its discovery, which is all laid out in the preface. It's a story about survival, adventure, and history all rolled into one.
And right out of the gate, the author of this preface, Joan Arcwolf-Dhivri, hits us with this line. It really sets the stage, you know? She's reminding us that we're not just about to read a play, we're about to connect with a piece of our history, a part of our collective memory.
So right away, she frames her entire introduction as a quest, a journey of rediscovery. It's a story about finding a story. So let's jump right in.
What's so fascinating is that for Joan, stories were never just, for fun. They weren't just entertainment. For her, they were a genuine lifeline, a tool for survival. And she gets really personal here. She's not just speaking as a scholar or an adventurer. She's connecting her passion for storytelling to some really tough times, forged in the fire of a massive cataclysm. And she's not talking about just any rough patch. She means the Seventh Umbral Calamity. By grounding her motivation in this huge shared historical event, it makes her quest to save others' stories feel so much more urgent and, honestly, really important.
Okay, so let's see how this deeply personal drive translates into her life as an adventurer, because that's what sets the stage for this incredible discovery.
She starts to build the suspense, making it clear this wasn't some planned archaeological dig. It was just a happy, or maybe fateful accident.
You can almost feel the hand of fate in her words, right? This wasn't something she went looking for. It was something that found her.
And here we go. The anticipation is it's perfect. She's walking us right up to the treasure chest. And there it is. Boom! The big reveal. Not just a book, but manuscripts. A voice from the past that pretty much everyone thought was gone for good.
And this is the crucial part. How did this treasure even survive? Well, it was passed down generation after generation, a sacred trust held by the people of Silde. And its origins? They go back to an even older, more mysterious place.
I mean, just listen to that description. Sagon isn't just a place on a map, it's a full-on legend. A magical city swallowed by a flood, buried under a sea of sand. And that is where this play came from. Mind-blowing.
Okay, so finding a lost treasure is one thing, but figuring out who made it, that's the next chapter. Now we get to meet the playwright himself.
Liam Meri'a Morvelet. What a name. And that title, Adventurer Poet, it just paints this amazing picture. This wasn't some scholar locked away in a tower. He was a bard of Sagon, a major figure from way back in the Fifth Astral Era.
And here's a detail I just love. Joan talks about this wonderful sense of connection she felt with him. As a seeker of the sun, she was thrilled to find out he was a keeper of the moon. She calls it a deep sense of kinship. It's like one storyteller reaching out and finding another across a vast ocean of time.
So, you found these ancient manuscripts, but that's really only half the battle. The next huge challenge was how to translate Morvelet's work into a language that people today could actually understand, without losing the art.
And this was a massive, meticulous project. Joan went to her son, who happens to be an archon, pretty convenient, and he put together an absolute dream team of experts. Their job wasn't just to translate word for word, but to capture the spirit of the original. And get this, while they were doing it, they started uncovering secret histories hidden in the text, details that could change how we see that entire era.
And when I say dream team, I really mean it. We're talking about the best of the best. Lead researchers from the Sons of St. Coinage, the top experts on ancient civilizations. And they even brought in specialists from Garland Ironworks just to decipher ancient Allagan terms woven into the text. That tells you just how complex and layered this play really is. And that brings us to the end of the preface, where Joan ties it all together. She explains the real reason for all this hard work, sharing this incredible discovery with the world.
Wow, what a line. She's saying this play isn't just art, it's a lesson. It's wisdom that was passed down through the ages, born from the mistakes of the past, and now it's finally in our hands. It's a gift of perspective.
And she closes with this really personal, hopeful wish. It's like she's speaking directly to you, the reader, inviting you to feel the same sense of wonder that drove her to do all this in the first place. It really brings the whole journey full circle.
Which, of course, leaves us with this final thought. Joan's story is all about finding a lost voice. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other stories, what other crucial pieces of wisdom from our own history are just out there, waiting for someone to listen.